In this video, I'm going to share the inspiring story of Anthony, who grew up watching his mother cook and developed a deep love for food. Despite working a dull office job, his passion for cooking never faded. A food festival changed everything. Later, he gained recognition, won a major competition, and opened his own restaurant, his story inspiring others to follow their hobby. Hey there, my amazing friends! Welcome back to my channel. It's me, your friend, Teacher Sam, and I'm so excited to have you here today. Today's story isn't just any story. It's a powerful tool to boost your English skills and accelerate your learning. As we follow Anthony's journey, you'll naturally absorb new words and phrases through context. Storytelling is one of the best ways to improve your English, helping you remember vocabulary and use it with confidence. By the end of this video, you'll not only enhance your conversation skills, sentence structure, and grammar, but you'll also boost your confidence, listening, and comprehension skills. Plus, you'll learn 3 powerful moral lessons and 5 essential vocabulary words to strengthen your speaking abilities. So, stay with me until the end. Are you ready? Let's get started. Anthony grew up in a small, charming town where life was simple but filled with love. Raised by a single mother, Maria, he spent most of his childhood watching her prepare delicious home-cooked meals. Their tiny kitchen was the heart of their home, filled with the aroma of sizzling garlic, slow-simmering tomato sauce, and freshly baked bread. To Anthony, cooking was more than just preparing food. It was an expression of love and creativity. From an early age, Anthony found joy in helping his mother cook. He would stand on a small stool, eagerly stirring sauces and kneading dough with tiny hands. His mother would often say, "Cooking is about patience and passion, my son. If you love what you do, the food will love you back." Despite his love for cooking, Anthony never saw it as a possible career. Like most kids, he believed success meant becoming a doctor, lawyer, or businessman. So, he pushed his culinary passion to the background and pursued an office job after graduating college. Anthony landed a corporate job in marketing, believing he had made the right choice. However, the reality of the 9-to-5 grind soon hit him hard. His days were filled with endless meetings, piles of paperwork, and a boss who seemed to enjoy making his life miserable. Stress became his constant companion, and he often found himself questioning his career choice. To escape the monotony, Anthony turned to cooking. Every evening, he would experiment with new recipes, infusing flavors from different cultures into his dishes. His co-workers quickly took notice of the gourmet lunches he brought to work, often gathering around his desk just to get a taste. "Anthony, you should open a restaurant," one of his colleagues suggested after tasting his homemade lasagna. "Or at least start a food blog," another chimed in. Anthony laughed off the idea, convinced that cooking was just a hobby. He appreciated the compliments but believed making a living from it was unrealistic. Everything changed when Anthony's company announced massive layoffs. Though he managed to keep his job, the uncertainty of corporate life left him restless. One evening, while having dinner with his best friend, Jason, the topic of cooking came up again. "Listen, man, there's a food festival this weekend. Why don't you set up a small stall and sell your dishes?" Jason suggested. "Me? Sell food? No way," Anthony replied, shaking his head. "I'm not a professional chef." "You don't need to be. Just let people taste your food," Jason insisted. "What's the worst that could happen?" After much hesitation, Anthony agreed. He spent the next few days preparing his signature dish, a fusion of Italian and Latin flavors, inspired by his mother's recipes. The festival day arrived, and to his surprise, people loved his food. His stall had a long line, and he sold out within hours. That night, Anthony lay in bed, unable to ignore the excitement he felt. Maybe, just maybe, cooking wasn't just a hobby after all. Determined to explore his passion further, Anthony applied to culinary schools. Unfortunately, rejection letters flooded his inbox. Lack of professional experience, they all stated. He felt defeated but refused to give up. Instead, he He took a job as a dishwasher at a busy restaurant, hoping to work his way up. The long hours were grueling, and he barely got a chance to cook. But he observed everything: the techniques, the management, and the way professional chefs handled pressure. Feeling restless, he decided to start a YouTube channel where he shared simple home-cooked meals. His channel grew slowly, attracting viewers who loved his easy, delicious recipes. Soon, people began requesting personalized cooking classes. One day, a local restaurant owner reached out after watching Anthony's videos. "We love your style," she said. "How would you like to create a special menu for our customers?" Anthony couldn't believe it. He went from washing dishes to designing menus for an established restaurant. Yet, some traditional chefs doubted him. "He's just an internet cook," they said. But Anthony refused to let criticism shake him. He continued refining his skills, proving that passion and hard work mattered more than formal degrees. One day, Anthony received an invitation to compete in a high-stakes cooking competition. The challenge was tough, the competitors ruthless. He battled self-doubt but pushed through, creating a dish inspired by his mother's classic recipes. The judges were impressed. "Your food tells a story," one remarked. Anthony didn't just cook, he poured his heart into every plate. In a dramatic finale, he won the competition, earning recognition and prize money. With his newfound success, Anthony opened his own restaurant. But it wasn't just any restaurant. It focused on giving opportunities to self-taught cooks like himself. He hired struggling home chefs, proving that passion mattered more than credentials. His story became an inspiration. People from around the world reached out, thanking him for showing that hobbies can lead to careers. One evening, while sitting in his restaurant, he saw a young boy eagerly watching the chefs. Anthony smiled, seeing his younger self in the boy's eyes. "Do you like to cook?" he asked. The boy nodded. "I want to be a chef someday." Anthony knelt beside him. "Then never stop cooking. Follow your passion. You never know where it might lead." Now, let's look at the 3 moral lessons from the story. 1. Follow your passion. Anthony initially believed cooking was just a hobby, but when he embraced his true passion, he found success and happiness. This teaches us that doing what we love can lead to unexpected opportunities. 2. Hard work and perseverance pay off. Despite facing rejections and setbacks, Anthony worked his way up, proving that dedication and persistence can help us achieve our dreams. 3. Success is not defined by traditional paths. Anthony showed that a college degree or formal training isn't the only way to succeed. Talent, creativity, and determination can be just as valuable in achieving success. Anthony's story beautifully illustrates that passion, perseverance, and a little courage can transform a hobby into a thriving career. He once doubted himself, but now he is living his dream, doing what he loves every single day. And the best part? He gets to share that joy with the world, one plate at a time. Want to turn your hobby into a career? I have the perfect book to guide you step by step in understanding how to make a living with your hobby. This book will empower you with proven methods to turn passion into profit and transform your hobby into a sustainable career. Packed with real, practical guidelines, it's a must-read for anyone ready to take action. Click the first link in the description to download your copy today. This is a great way to support my work. Now let's look at these 5 vocabulary words and how to use them in a sentence. 1. Monotony, meaning lack of variety and interest, tedious repetition. How to use monotony in a sentence. Example: Anthony wanted to escape the monotony of his office job by cooking in the evenings. 2. Grind, meaning hard, repetitive work, often exhausting. How to use grind in a sentence. Example: the daily grind of endless meetings made Anthony question his career choice. 3. Perseverance, meaning continued effort to do something despite difficulties or failure. How to use perseverance in a sentence. Example: his perseverance in learning culinary skills helped him become a master chef. 4. Culinary, meaning related to cooking or the kitchen. How to use culinary in a sentence. Example: Anthony applied to culinary schools to refine his cooking techniques. 5. Fusion, meaning a combination of different elements, especially in cooking. How to use fusion in a sentence. Example: his signature dish was a fusion of Italian and Latin flavors, inspired by his mother's recipes. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment on the moral lesson you learned from this video. And don't forget to click the first link in the description to download your book. This is a great way to support my work. See you in the next video.